how do you build trust today quickly?
Quickly is to, well, as we put it, borrow it from other people that already have the trust. So it depends what your audience trusts, but it could be PR, it could be endorsements with celebrities. It depends, like, who would I trust? And again, you talk about COVID, like, we are in a weird deficit world where a lot of those things are very different, because how many celebrities in the US told people to wear masks and the Americans were like, no. Like, so that who that people trust has definitely shifted, but people still trust someone. Also remember that depending on your product, how much trust do you really need? Like if you're selling fashion, like I just want to know it's going to fit well, it's not going to fall apart, it's going to look like it does in the picture. So if I see a piece of press in a nice fashion magazine about you, or a cool influencer talking about you, that's probably enough for me, because I assume that they have something to lose by promoting you incorrectly. So there's probably, it's enough. Now, if it's take these take this medicine to cure cancer, probably going to want some more credibility there. Like it really depends on the product you're selling, on how much trust is really needed. But all products need some level of trust. They'll help with conversion, because what happens is, even now we're dealing with this in the US, so many Chinese companies advertise on Instagram right now with really, really nice creative. But when the product shows up, it's just like laughable how bad it is. And it's a really, it's like been an ongoing meme and joke now, like what they expected, what they got kind of thing. And so people stopped buying as much off random Instagram ads. So now you have to show, no, 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 we're not just some random product made in a factory somewhere else and that's going to show up and it's not good. It's a legit product. Here's some reviews. Here's people using it. Here's videos help. It's, again, thinking about how do I build that trust to get that conversion? Because people, they just don't want to deal with the headache. Like it's not that it's most of the, again, unless we're dealing with something you ingest, it's not about like a safety issue when it comes to trust. It's more about just like, am I going to get what I think I'm going to get, or am I going to have to deal with returning or trying to, or scamming or whatever? Like, I just want to know that I have a baseline of trust that this is going to be what the company says it is usually what you're going after. And the problem is if you don't get some sort of third party validation, whether it's, again, reviews, testimonials, PR, endorsements, etc., then you're the only one, your company's the only one telling me that your company is good. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
Erik, when in this kind of a thing, when everybody knows, okay, let's do engagement with content, let's do some influencers, and the more and more I see how brands are building case studies, and they can pay anybody to come and say anything.
Yeah.
It's like when I come to know, okay, was this a paid thing? Oh my God, oh, this
Yeah.
person, you involved this person, and he was
Yeah.
ready to come and tweet about it, and I'm like, oh my God. So
Yeah.
in this kind of a world, Erik, how do you it's baffling from a consumer's point of view. I mean, making a choice itself is becoming such a burden, such a complicated thing.
Well, that goes back to why purchase cycles are getting longer, because people have to think about things more. They don't trust everything. So like there's a whole aspect of marketing, as I'm sure you know, the direct response world, like Guthrie Ranker and the big companies that all they did was run TV ads to buy now, buy now, buy now. And all of those companies are struggling because people don't purchase that way anymore. People don't buy now, buy now, buy now. They want to learn about it. They have all the information in their phones. Like they want to find out who you are. And so people take their time to think about it, to make sure they feel good about it. And you mentioned like hiring any influencer. The irony there is influencer marketing doesn't work like it did in 2015. Like the FTC's regulations of influencer marketing really affected it. That being said, Nike and Michael Jordan with Jordans, like everyone knew Michael Jordan got paid for those. They're still, I don't know if they are the best selling shoe of all time, but they're definitely the highest collectible, the most sought after. Like, and he was paid for that. He was endorsing, like that was all big. They knew why he was there. So remember that the idea that the influencer is hired doesn't necessarily mean that people won't pay attention and won't like it anyways. So like that's not necessarily a bad thing. It definitely would have helped if Jordan said, I'm not getting paid and I'm doing this for free because Nike's the best shoe on the planet. Like that would have been even more. But even today, like any type of validation is good validation. If you don't know me, as an example, I'm in India and I'm promoting my book, and you don't know, I'm with a marketing friend that's sitting there, and you come up and you look at it and my friend goes, oh, this is the best marketing book I've ever read. He's the author. You got to check it out. You don't know that guy. You don't know me. But just from someone saying something created trust in you. It's more than just me. I didn't say, this is my marketing book, it's the best thing you'll ever read. That doesn't mean anything. But this random person saying, you should trust him works. It's a human nature thing. I don't know where it comes from biologically, but any type of third-party validation, even if I don't know that third party, helps. So influencer marketing works because of that. Even though I know it's paid, even though there's a ton of other things that I could question, it's still a checkbox that allows me to feel that much better about purchasing something. Now, again, it goes into how much trust do I need to purchase that? What type of product is it, et cetera? How expensive is it? What is it? Those apply too. But for an everyday impulse buy, kind of like, yeah, sure, this looks cool, I'm gonna buy it. You don't need that much.